How you doing, bro?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. What are we up to today?
Gonna do a little walkthrough of the studio and maybe have a jam too. Film some stuff.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So in here we've got our Pro Tools rig, Rick's drum set, and a little area here. It's kind of messy, but this is where we do some of the editing too. But yeah, benefit of this setup is the isolation between the drum microphones and everything that's going on in my room with the guitars and the bass. So say we like an idea of something Rick's doing, just the drums, then we can isolate it a bit more efficiently than if we're playing in the same room together. So that's a real advantage to this. Most important thing is the coffee machine.
Oh yes.
A wall of amps. Got a left guitar, right guitar, and then bass down the middle.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, so we've got the guitar side on the left here, from the Boss Katana. And then on the right I'm using it's actually a bass amp, but I'm using it for guitar sounds on the right hand side. The reason I'm using the bass amp for it is just so it has that power on the low end, even though it's a guitar sound. It's still pushing air. And then there's the bass sound down the middle. So I'm splitting my signal into a guitar sound, which is going to a stereo, and then a channel B, which is going to the bass.
And all that is connected to your pedals here.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about this?
Sure. So the bass goes into this channel switcher right here, and then from there it splits into two different places. And I can choose whether I want just the bass, just the guitar, or both of them together. And then that chain divided, one goes off the guitar side, it goes to the octave pedal, and then from the octave pedal it goes to this channel selector, which then goes to the Boss Katana, which is the left hand side. Out the back of the Boss Katana is connected to the right hand guitar, and I give it a variety of tones and effects, so the right guitar sounds like a different guitarist by changing the EQ here. So it sounds like almost like two guitarists or two different guitars, like kind of playing at the same time. Then from channel B, it runs through pretty much everything else on the pedal board into the bass amp. Something that I also use at the end of the signal chain is the bass whammy, which is a pitch shifter. So what you can do is the guitars can be playing the root note, but you change the pitch of the bass to a fifth, so it's creating a harmony. So it's not just straight octaves. You get like it sounds like the bass player is playing something different to the guitarists, for example.
And that's how you switch off, and you're almost being the bass player and the guitarist at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's a way to kind of like alternate and give like certain sections of the split signal their own character or vibe, so it doesn't all just sound like it's all coming from one instrument.
Yeah.
Basically trying to cover as much ground as possible, being a two-piece dynamically. Yeah, the search still goes on to elaborate and continue making crazy sounds, but that's where we're at right now. I'm taking it to some further levels, but trying to simplify how much is going on, like pedals and everything, so the setup can be a bit more simple, but still achieve like diverse sounds.
Of course.
So that's what we've got going on so far.